All right, most won't, I will tribe. How is everyone doing? Give it maybe a few seconds, couple of people to hop into the live chat. But what is up, tribe? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Larry Lubarsky. I am the one of the resident mentors in the tribe that has a e-commerce or a Amazon business. I made a commitment and promised that I would help out the fellow members of the tribe with any advice, mentorship, strategies, questions, anything like that that you guys might possibly have as it pertains to Amazon or e-commerce in general. One of the things that would really help out a lot is I don't have a tremendous idea of who is, in the tribe who actually has an e-commerce business, Amazon business, if that is something that you're interested in, or just have, do something completely separate. But, in the tribe, you can tell me, give me an idea who's in e-com, who's in Amazon, who's trying to build an e-commerce business, sell a physical product online. Hit me up with questions, let me know where you're at, and I definitely will try my best to, steer you, guide you in the right direction. When we created this event, there were a couple of questions in the event page, so I will just go answer them. I find that Q&As work the best, so be as specific as possible. Again, any question I can answer for you guys, I definitely will. I see that there are a few people in the chat already, so what is up, Chad and Aiden, Dominique, Nigel, Chris, everyone welcome. And I'm just going to take a look and read off of some of the questions that came in previously into the chat. So Patricia Lynn Burgess, what is up? She wrote, what resources are available that give you any indication of more legit international dropshippers versus other less scrupulous ones? So I don't really want to answer questions that are really not my specialty, and dropshipping isn't really my specialty. Dropshippers don't do really well on Amazon, so I don't know much about the dropshipping to really give you that good advice. But I would from my understanding, most websites have like some way that you can vet them, reviews, see if someone is scrupulous or unscrupulous. I would do like a lot of research into that. Google the company's name, see if there's any bad reviews, Better Business Bureau complaints, stuff like that. Google is definitely a good place to start. And same as when approaching any business, get on YouTube, do as much drop shipping pre-research as possible about the business model in general. And I'm sure it'll take you, just a couple of minutes on YouTube to find people who know a lot more about drop shipping than I do, really answer that question for you much better. And by the way, for those of you who aren't already selling products on Amazon or e-commerce, if it's something that's just been like an interest for you, something that maybe you thought about once and wanted to get into, I will just say, regardless where you're at in business, whether you want to build a big scalable e-commerce company, or whether you have another business that you're working on unrelated to Amazon, and that's what brought you into the tribe, but you just want to earn, maybe an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month just flipping products on Amazon and online in general, definitely a good place to start, and some of you guys should look into that. Going back to the questions, Heather Harvey writes, hi Larry, I own a mobile pet grooming company which is growing faster than what I can keep up with at times. I'm finding it harder and harder to keep up with the extra stuff that is outside of grooming, between adding blogs or emails, adding policies, training new employees, and trying to learn to delegate some of this. Things are falling through the cracks and I'm getting overwhelmed, even with to-do lists. I want to do it all now because I see the vision of the company, but I can't keep up at times. Do you have suggestions for how to keep up during times like this? So I can really relate to that question. For many, many years, I was one of these people that just had a to-do list, just a big, long, drawn-out list of tasks. And every day you come in and you just try to, knock tasks off of your to-do list, and you kind of get, lost, overwhelmed, uninspired. And one thing that I did that's helped me out tremendously with this, about a year ago, I invested in a Tony Robbins program called Time of Your Life. It's also known as the RPM system, the Rapid Planning Method system. And it's like totally revolutionized the way I set my goals and, have a quote unquote to-do list and schedule my time and prioritize my time. And it really helped me in my life and in my business. And, to give you guys a gist of what it basically does, I recommend it for anyone, by the way, e-commerce, not e-commerce. It allows you to get really clear on what your goals are in anything, life, business. And I don't mean, you get really clear and really specific on what type of goal you want, not just I want to do well or I want to make a lot of money, but if you have, a business, you want to define a clear goal. I want to, get not overwhelmed. I want to do 500,000 in sales, whatever your goal is. And it allows you to create a plan of how to get there step by step. And I definitely recommend you guys check it out. Super awesome tool. It's really hard for me to quantify how much it's helped me, but it's helped me a tremendous amount. Robin Turpin in the group. Hi, Robin. How are you? Robin says, hi, Larry. I am an artist who has sold work on location. I have sold some off my website also and would like to learn how to sell online. Currently, I am working on building funds to invest in coaching and mentorship, and I am creating a fresh portfolio. I do have some product that I think may sell well on Amazon. Any suggestions regarding selling art on Amazon will be appreciated. I look forward to listening to the replay after work tonight. Thank you. So thank you for the question, Robin. Definitely a good opportunity to sell art online. Don't really think Amazon is the place for it. If you want to sell your own art that you make online, my advice would be eBay, and even more than eBay, I would take a look at Etsy. That's where you should be selling your products if you're doing art online. Bilal Ahmed asks, I am a garment manufacturer. Just started my business. I use social media plus my website for sales. What do you suggest? At what stage should I use Amazon? And what things should I accomplish before I get started selling? Any prerequisites? So I would say if you are selling your physical products online outside of Amazon and your end goal is to get your products on Amazon, I would focus on one of two things. Either create a demand for your products outside of the website where you're getting organic traffic and you're building a brand, and your brand is becoming popular and your products are in demand. If it's in demand outside of Amazon, there's a good possibility that just organically you'll start to get a little bit of demand for it, people searching for your products on Amazon. Outside of that, there is no prerequisite to put your products on Amazon. You can put them on Amazon today, but then you'd more have to focus your training and really hone in your skills on how to advertise those products on Amazon. So then I would suggest, studying up things on like listing creation and optimization and Amazon advertising, pay-per-click, stuff like that, because then you can put your products on Amazon, advertise them, market them, and if your products are not already in demand, using those tools at your disposal, you can create them for it on Amazon. So to answer your question, either get your products popular off of Amazon and hopefully that popularity converts onto the platform. And if you just want to start on Amazon to begin with, hone in, do a lot of training, do a lot of studying on things like listing optimization and Amazon ads and pay-per-click. Brandon Fant writes, hey Larry, I sell a physical product, a proprietary American football trading tool, primarily online through my website as well as on Amazon. I am getting great feedback on the training tool. However, out of my first 1,000 units sold, only about 10 have come from Amazon since I began using the platform a few months ago. This leads me to believe that my listing has some major defects on the back end of the listing. One, would you be willing to review my listing and offer some constructive criticism? Brandon, yes, I would. If you want to send me a private message, I have no problem reviewing your listing. And two, do you sell your items through any other platforms, i.e. website or Shopify stores? I am looking for a developer for my Shopify site. Do you have any contacts you can refer me to? So you can ask me that question in the DM or in message that you send me as well, and I'll try my best to refer you to some of the people that I have worked with in the past. But if your product is already on Amazon and it's not really selling well, or you mentioned that you sold just about 10 out of 1,000 units, then it's really all about honing in on keywords, competition, listing optimization. Make sure your title is good, make sure your bullets and copy and product description, all of that stuff is good. Make sure your pictures are really up to par, and then focus on things like pay-per-click, advertising, enhanced brand content, stuff like that. Just try to tweak the listing, get it as good as possible, as far as better than what the competition in your category, in your niche for your product is, and then just try to really take in a lot of knowledge as far as pay-per-click and try to run some good ad campaigns on that. Patricia Lynn, what are your thoughts on merchant fulfillment versus fulfillment by Amazon? Is there a right time to fulfill yourself versus Amazon? So in my business, it's 99.9% FBA. I think it really all depends whether you do merchant or fulfilled by Amazon, based on the actual products you sell. So the only time that I will merchant fulfill something is if for whatever reason there is a rule or something that prevents me from fulfilling that product via fulfilled by Amazon. So if it's like a hazardous material, like a hairspray or a cologne, can't FBA that, so I would have to fulfill it myself. If it is a glass item, a big glass item, or something that's fragile, if it's something that maybe is not ranked really well and it might sell a little slower and it might take a little time to sell, but I can make a nice profit, then I won't want to FBA it and pay those Amazon storage fees, so I might consider merchant fulfilling it. But yeah, it's 99.9% always FBA first, unless there is a specific reason that entices me to do fulfilled by merchant and fulfill the product myself, and that's typically based on if I can make more money selling an FBM, or if there's a reason why I can't send it to Amazon. And that's pretty much all the questions we got, guys. So again, feel free to hit me up at any time in the group. I am going to try to get on more, hopefully like once every 2 weeks. We can get like a little chat thread going in the group. Everyone's asking questions, and then I'll get on here every week, every two, and answer your questions. So hopefully this has been a little bit of help with you guys. And I'm reading some of the comments in the group. There you are with choppy vocals. I wasn't here from the start. Hopefully you guys hear me well. What are your thoughts on pricing? Cindy, what's up? Thanks for the live question. So Cindy writes, what are your thoughts on pricing on Amazon versus Shopify? Should they be consistent, or is it okay to have a higher website price due to no competition? I think the answer to your question, there's really no rule. Should your products be cheaper on Amazon, or should your products be cheaper on your Shopify store? Shopify is all about being able to drive that traffic to your Shopify store, and once they're there, getting them to convert. So if you're good at running ads and driving traffic to your Shopify store, and once they're getting there, people are actually converting and paying a higher price than what the product is priced on Amazon, if you can get at that higher price, I think it's okay. I'm all good with it. I don't know if maybe lowering the price would up the conversion, so you're driving traffic to Shopify. Maybe you'll do more gross overall business if your prices are more in line with Amazon. But that's really a question that you would have to answer based on like your actual hard data and your numbers from like your Shopify store and your sales and your conversion, and kind of do a little test. See, maybe you'll do more volume at less cost and overall make more money. But if you can get away with it, higher pricing, sure, why not? Supplements. So Cindy, you're asking about supplements. Not sure what your question is on supplements, but I guess you're saying that's what you're selling. You're selling supplements on Amazon and on Shopify. I mean, if you can sell the same product that you would on Amazon on your Shopify store, even a little cheaper, because the fees are going to be less than if you're FBAing that product. Like I said, if however you end up with more money in your pocket at the end of the day, that's obviously going to be the route that that I would decide what to do with the pricing. So, yep, that's it, guys. Any other questions, you can go back and ask me in the event chat. If anyone has a question, that they weren't able to ask live or before, hit me up, and I will see you guys back here soon. Peace.